get some dragons and some ravines. Wow.
He's bottoms!
So, I still haven't found my hand yet.
His troubles! Zip! Avocados! I know I already sang the Dragoonity song, so yay! And workers cards! Hi team! Happy Monday, my Majesty Moon Maidens. That's you. Today we're talking about some cool stuff, and I hope you're ready for it.
So it's officially been a week since Ghosts from the Past has come out. Most people have gotten access to the Ghost Rares that they've wanted, but today we're not here to talk about the Ghost Rares. We're actually here to talk about some of the higher end cards in the set and why they are where they are in the actual price range. Now, I'm sure the majority of you probably already know about this one card combo that's out there, but we've seen it a lot in testing over the weekend, and we've also just been messing with it a lot ourselves. So we just wanted to bring it to your attention, talk about the pros and cons to this combo, and also just some of the decks that can utilize this, or some of the decks that you maybe didn't know could utilize this.
And for those of you who haven't caught on to what combo we're talking about, what card we're referring to Dragoonity Remus, along with the card Dragoonity Legatus, which are part of this combo that we're going to be actually portraying in this video and showing you guys how it's done. So make sure you stick around to this video because we're going to be walking you step by step through this new one card combo and how it's actually pretty nifty.
But before we get into this video, if you guys are not already a subscriber, feel free to go down and hit that subscribe button, throw this video a like, and put in the comment section down below after you stuck around for the video what deck you think this could actually see a ton of potential in.
We also have an Instagram. It's at CrushCardsYGO. Feel free to come give us a follow if you want to interact with us a little bit more and see some behind the scenes stuff. We also have a super wholesome Discord community. It's absolutely bopping. We have remote duel tourneys. It's a really big community. If you want to come make some new friends in the Yu-Gi-Oh land, this is the place to go. And then last but not least, if you want to further support the channel, we have a Patreon. The end of the month is nigh. This is the last week of the month. If you want to get on bloopers, side decks, all the exclusive content, cool merch, and more, check out the Patreon. I highly recommend it. It's a darn good time. But if not, that's okay. I'm just happy you're here to go through this cool new stuff with us. Wow. So getting right into it, naturally, we can't exactly show you the combo if you don't know what the cards themselves do. And I can't guarantee that everyone has read these cards, so we're going to go over Remus and Legatus for you guys and talk about what exactly they do.
So minus the Ghost Rares in Ghosts from the Past, the top card of the set is currently, as Logan said, Dragoonity Remus. So let's talk about Dragoonity Remus and what its effects are and how it is useful in this combo. So to start off, Dragoonity Remus says that this card cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Dragoonity monster. You can discard this card and add one Dragon Ravine from your deck to your hand. If you control a Dragoonity monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard but banish it once it leaves the field. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Dragon Monsters. You can only use each effect of Dragoonity Remus once per turn.
Wow, that's a really good card.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, if you haven't looked at the art of Dragoonity Remus and Dragoonity Knight Romulus, Dragoonity Remus is literally just baby Romulus, which is really cool because Romulus on summon searches you Dragon's Ravine, whereas Remus, you literally can just discard Remus to search Dragon's Ravine. So this kind of plays around playing Romulus, or if you play Romulus and you are playing a Dragon strategy, Dragon's Ravine is not a hard once per turn, so you can actually abuse it twice in the same turn.
I had no idea of any of that information. I'm shook. I literally had no idea. Now I'm never gonna look at those cards the same way again. I feel like a fool. They're the same card.
They're the same guys. You didn't know that?
He is literally just a small version of Romulus.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they have the same effect.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, man. We never know.
So needless to say, Romulus is not only a starter, but it's also an extender because it can bring itself back. It can search you Dragon's Ravine. It's a tuner. Like, there's a lot of functions in this card, and it's also a dragon. Like, there's just dragons, man. Like, they need more support.
Shout out to LP for probably getting banned in 2 months. Rip in the comments if you think LP's going bye-bye. So what's really cool about Dragoonity Legolas over here is that he can be searched throughout the combo, and he literally just special summons himself to the field if you have Dragon's Ravine on the field. He's literally just a nifty little part of the combo that you don't need to see in your opening hand because you can search him, so you can just like play him at 2 and put him out there.
So before we talk about this combo and what decks can and cannot play it, let's go through the actual combo, walk step by step through it, and just showcase how easy and how beneficial it is. Alright, so here we are real quick just to demonstrate the combo. So this is going to be Remus and any other 4 cards in your hand. It's really just a 1.5 card combo, really just like a 1 card combo, but you just need any card in your hand to discard. So these 4 cards are just going to represent blanks. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the Remus in our hand, sending itself from our hand to the graveyard to search a copy of Dragon's Ravine from our deck to our hand. Now we can just activate that copy of Dragon's Ravine, and then we can activate the effect. This is where that 1 card comes in handy, where you can just, send any card from your hand to the graveyard, and that searches you your copy of Dragoonity Legatus. If you control a Dragon's Ravine, it literally just special summons itself from the hand. So now we can special summon the Legatus, and then that will trigger the Remus. Because we do control an additional Dragoonity monster, Remus can special summon itself here, and this is a 4 and a level 2 tuner. Remus can only be used for the synchro summon of a Dragoonity monster, but that is more than okay because we are going to synchro summon here using our Legatus, which is a 4, and then the Remus, which of course will banish itself once it leaves the field. This gets us access to our Gay Durg, and this card now has the ability where once per turn you can add one level 4 or lower dragon or winged beast type monster from your deck to your hand, then discard one dragon or winged beast type monster. The card that we are going to search off of this is our 1 copy of Mist Valley Baby Rock. And then now that we search this, we have to resolve this, so we will discard the Mist Valley Baby Rock. And because this card was sent from the hand to the graveyard, it can special summon itself. So now we just special summon the Baby Rock. We have a 6 and a level 2 tuner that will now synchro summon here into our copy of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our 5th summon without using a normal summon. We have a negate on board. We still have 3 cards in our hand, and we can continue to play our turn however we wish.
Hi, welcome back. So hopefully that little nifty combo is actually really helpful for you, just to walk you through the process of how it works and, you know, why it's so cool. It's really neat. I think it's fun. I have no idea what just happened, but it's really cool.
So there are a lot of benefits to this combo. As I just said, you do not need to actually utilize your normal summon for this. It goes on your 5th summon, setting up a negate, so it kind of plays through and or around Nibiru. And if you are playing a strategy that doesn't require the extra deck, the limitations to only special summoning dragons for the duration of the turn does not affect you.
And while we've just established that this combo is really cool and that there's a lot of real pros in this situation, there are still cons that come with it. So we're gonna address some of those cons just so you can see where, you know, there's a little lackluster on this. First things first is when Remus uses his graveyard effect to special summon himself out, the problem is you're locked into dragons from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. And while it doesn't really matter if you're playing a real dragon heavy extra deck, it kind of sucks if you're not playing a dragon heavy extra deck.
So this is cool because if you are playing a combo deck like dragons currently are playing right now, you can play this entire combo to set up a Crystal Wing before you do your entire play. Not worry about that stipulations because the majority, if not all of the extra deck monsters in Dragon Link are dragons.
I mean, LP and Pisty lock you into dragons anyway, so that's just an everyday thing for Dragon Link.
Or if you are playing a strategy that doesn't play any dragons in your extra deck at all, you either have to play this combo at the end of your turn, or you have to do it and know that you're not going to be really able to access your extra deck for the rest of the turn.
Another little disadvantage if your deck isn't exactly prepared for it is that Dragon's Ravine does make you discard a card. Now, card advantage is a really big thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, being forced to discard things from your hand when you're not necessarily playing a lot of things that interact in the graveyard in your hand kind of sucks when you have to throw them out. So, like, there is a disadvantage in the fact that you do lose cards from your hand, but if you're playing a deck that uses that to its advantage, it's, you know, it's a trade-off.
And then the only other con can be if you are playing a deck that requires a lot of space for like engines or hand traps or just other powerhouse blowout cards. This is typically like a 6, 7, 8 card engine depending on how extensive you want to get. So almost using like a quarter of your deck or just a little bit less than a quarter could be a potential brick depending on what strategy you are playing.
And like most engines that go in decks, you know, there's a risk of bricking and there's this risk of it, you know, not really synergizing in the way that you want to and getting clumpy hands, stuff like that. So like, obviously that's a risk that most decks take anyway, but just so you know, it's a thing.
So now moving on to some of the pros of this combo, the good thing is even though these are considered bricks, they technically all kind of play in and of and around themselves because even though Remus is the main starter, if you open Legatus, it's not like you can't special it regardless because you can still get access to the Dragon's Ravine. Or Dragon's Ravine, if you already have done the combo, can be an extender in certain decks because you can discard things to search other dragon monsters. There are tons of dragon extenders in the game and a lot of decks are playing dragons. They don't have to be just Dragon Link. A great example, I know that it's not everyone else's favorite deck, but like one of the decks that got me started in the game is Layer of Darkness. I know it's a tier 15 deck, but like this combo works because you can even search and or send Darkest Diablos from your deck to your graveyard, discarding like a trap, and then Malice can get the trap back. So it really has some cool synergies and some really like odd decks out there. Once again, try it out with your favorite deck and see if it works. There are synergies that you just may not see.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Maids, that's a deck.
Yeah, Dragon Maids is also another deck that could potentially choose to play
Dragon
this.
in the name, Dragon Maids, expensive, it's all the same.
Another pro is that this doesn't require a normal summon. So if you are playing a normal summon based deck, this doesn't interfere with your lines of play whatsoever.
Another really cool thing is that we just kind of touched on it, is that it's really generic dragon support. Like, I'm looking at you, Blue Eyes and Red Eyes and all your other eyes and Dragon Mids and all those other dragon decks that, you know, you kind of need that little package, just basically get you a free Crystal Wing at the end of the day, and that's sometimes all you really need because Nibiru sucks.
Hey. And then I think the elephant in the room is something that not a lot of people are talking about, but something that we've been testing a lot. are trap decks. A deck like Eldritch, for instance, is a very, very popular deck, a very small, concise, yet powerful engine, and has tons of room for these little tiny extenders like this. And plus, discarding traps is kind of beneficial depending on what version of the deck you're playing, so you don't really lose any advantage, you actually gain some off of the Dragon's Ravine. Plus, getting the Crystal Wing, there's just a lot of synergy in this little aspect.
Yo, am I about to throw a Dragoonity Remus in my Paleo deck? Discarding Paleo? No. But it's a cool thought. Let me know if it works.
We've even seen some lists floating around in the past couple of days that are playing like the little Rocket engine, they're playing the Dragoonity engine, they're playing the Eldritch engine, and then they're just packing the rest of the deck full of hand traps. So this is kind of like making up for that Synchro Eldritch deck, because like Quick Launch is a 1-card Boarload Savage Dragon, Remus is a 1-card Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and then you have all your Eldritch traps, and then obviously just hand traps to back the whole thing up. So it's kind of a cool little deck. Is consistent? We're still testing it. We'll let you know. But just letting you know that there's a ton of different options out there. And this is a cool little 1-card combo that literally can just make its way into some really cool rogue decks.
I know I was being funny a minute ago, but what if I put in Paleo? Would bad things happen to me? Would you guys judge me?
I know we're really trying to like knock the pros home, but like there's just a lot of things that this actually benefits from. One of those would be in a couple months, there's going to be brand new synchro support, brand new wind support. It just so happens that this entire combo focuses around the wind attribute. So this could provide a ton of synergy for all your favorite wind decks that are getting support in just a couple months.
So make sure you go pre-order Synchro Storm at big3deals.com with code CrushCards for 5% off your entire order, shipping and tag included for the US and Canada. So make sure you go do that. Sports channel, thanks.
Hey, man, that was fast. Oh my god.
It's a gift.
And the last little baby pro to this is if you read the card, Remus only locks you out of special summoning from your extra deck that are not dragons once you've brought it back from the graveyard. So you can do your whole combo play, playing whatever you want from your extra deck, and then do this combo to end on the Crystal Wing if you just want an additional negate.
And that's pretty much it. It's a really versatile new engine that I think is going to start seeing a lot more play in various different types of decks. I do think it's kind of putting a bit of a target on Dragon Link in more ways than one. Not that it doesn't already have a target, but I do think Remus is a really good card, and it's kind of just like LP.
And I also think it's really good to note that if Dragon Link does take a hit, you know, like LP, this might be the new route that they take. So just be prepared for that in the future.
Wow. Well, we hope this video was super helpful for you. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this new little engine and what you think about Remus in general as well. Let us know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we have fun here, as you can see. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you have a wonderful Monday. We love you. You matter. And we will see you guys in the next video, whatever that is. Woo!
See y'all!